Many were outraged when the artist's decision to put the rabbit in Nelson Mandela's right ear was discovered this week. And South Africa's Ministry of Arts and Culture, which had commissioned the work, is not impressed.
We would not want Madiba's statue to be a political or a publicity stunt instrument. We would want it to be accorded the respect, accorded the dignity Madiba who they have loved to be remembered for, so that the values which Madiba stood for are taken forward. So we are saddened by this sudden turn of events because we think it's a senseless prank which was not necessary.
Well, at the end of the day, we sculptors, and I had this some beautiful quote the other day. There's no need to get involved in anything. It's like you can almost say it's not my monkey, it's not my circus. At the end of the day, you in your studio and you do your work and you try to do it the best you can. I think Andre was hurt and I was angry, and he calmed me down. The first emotion I had was to attack, because I was disgusted by the newspaper articles saying it's a prank, and that it became from the
old regime.
It's like, whoa,
belong to the
dude,
minority group of the old regime.
You don't know me. You don't know me. You can call me a lot of things, but this is not cool. And I drove to Andre one morning and told him, this is really bothering me. We need to say something. We had no like Afrikaans and white thoughts. Like, this sculpture represents 20 years of democracy. It's 20 years. I don't know.
Getting we being commissioned by Dali Tambo and looking at his history, where he comes from, as the son of O.R. Tambo, despite the fact that we happen to be white with Afrikaans surnames, he selected us and chose us to do the work. And I saw that as a positive sign of democracy, that he chose the best person. He didn't think that there was no question, it wasn't a question of BEE or anything like that. He just selected us because he thought that we were the better sculptors or the better collaboration to be able to get the job done. And subsequently, I think when the bunny thing erupted, then it became a different ball game. And then it was a disappointing then to realize that it could become so easily become a political game.
When we worked in Cape Town, the client came to approve the sculpture, and they said, "Can you please remove the signatures?" And we were, yeah, we'll remove it. And at that time, we didn't think of that it might be an issue or that it bothered us. And it was only afterwards that we had a discussion and said, this is actually not cool.
The rabbit or the horse, geen haas, no rush concept was there, and when we looked at the sculpture, we really just felt that we wanted to put, as you can imagine, making a 9-meter sculpture of Madiba is to most sculptors, that would be the ultimate public work that you would ever do. And when we were instructed to remove our signatures, we were asked to remove our signatures, we thought we would like to put some small token on the sculpture, and we thought the rabbit and the geen haas concept worked quite well.
Someone someone paid a visit to the foundry, and if you cast these works, you know they in parts. So his head was lying around on the floor somewhere, and obviously you saw the bunny and waited until the unveiling and posted it on the radio station's website, and then from there on it boomed.
Yeah.
I think it's a disgrace to put a rabbit inside Mandela's ear, because the artists, I mean, we know that they are the ones who made the statue, so there was no need.
Okay, yeah, he will get credit for making a memory of Nelson Mandela, but I think that all of us are equal and we all have our different talents and whatever, but maybe he should be given a little bit more credit, but I mean, that's his job, so.
If you look at it throughout history, every art piece that was made that has been recognized for hundreds of years, even the artist was also recognized, and he is known for it. So obviously this statue is also going to be seen throughout stages, and eventually it's going to reach a stage where no one will even know who made it. So I think it's ridiculous that they wouldn't put his name on it.
What we, through this experience, learned is that, and also obviously through the passing of Madiba right at the time of the unveiling of the sculpture, made the sculpture so much more poignant and so much more sensitive. And what we didn't realize is that many people would be offended by the rabbit and would be hypersensitive towards this.
In Madiba's shoulder, there's a tiny hole that they used for the cranes to lift the sculpture. And the morning that we removed the bunny, I wanted to throw it back in the sculpture, but yeah, it's just a personal thing to say. And I think the client, yeah, they've got the bunny now. They came through, and yeah, we are not allowed to make bunnies for I don't know how many years. So yeah, it's apparently it's their property. I don't know.
Well, it didn't really belong to them, but I think as a sign of goodwill, it didn't really belong to anybody. It belonged, as far as I'm concerned, the bunny belonged to the sculpture. It was meant to be with the sculpture, and we were approached from various places about the bunny, from people wanting to buy the bunny as well. But we were never. That was never a thought with us. I mean, we would never sell the bunny, even if we had to keep it. We would never sell it. The morning that we removed the bunny, it was filmed, the whole process was filmed, and Koketsu Growth, Sarah Haynes came and we gave the bunny to them as a sign, you know, that we don't really mind about we do mind about the bunny, but we don't mind that they have it. It's fine, whatever they do with it, it's up to them.
Ja, ek dink die hasie het ons ongelooflike baie skade gedoen. Ons was besig aan die begin van die jaar met 'n paar onderhandelings. En toe gebeur die hasie storie. En letterlik tydens die hasie en daarna het letterlik al daardie onderhandelings waarmee ons besig was, doodgeloop. En dit was vir openbare werke en dit het die potensiaal gehad om baie groot te word. En almal daai het doodgeloop daarna. So die negatiewe van die hasie kan ons nie onderskat nie.
Dis vir die opening, daai beelde wat op die rak staan, soos 10 medaille reg hê vir as persente of jy weet in
geskenke vir VIP's.
Ja, dit het baie modelleerwerk gedoen in die molds en ons het een in brons laat giet en ons het nooit betaling vir dit gekry nie. Alles net doodgeloop want voordat ons met hierdie beeld begin het, was daar sprake van ek weet nie hoeveel kopies van borsbeelde en ek dink dit is 3000 skalmedalle. En ons het gedink soos die betaling wat ons op die groot beeld kry, is nie eintlik die bedrag wat ons wou hê nie. Ons het dit gedoen vir die eer, maar ons sal miskien uit die beeld deur die klein beelde dalk dit kan opmaak. En ja, dit moet net doodgeloop.
Ja, dan moet ek by sê dat die bedrag wat in die koerante staan wat vir die groot beeld betaal is soos 'n glad nie naaste by wat ons betaal is vir ons werk nie. Okay, so
Die
dit is
budget wat die bedrag wat jy in die koerant gelees het ons ook in die koerant gelees. Ek is bly die beeld is Desember geïnstalleer. Want in my kop is hierdie verlede jaar se werk. En dis 'n nuwe jaar. Ons gaan aan met nuwe dinge. En dit wat se reëlings ook al moet gebeur met ons het in ons koppe baie gesê en is afgesluit en ons gaan aan.